The Dutton Liberal opposition has claimed that if they win the next federal election, God forbid, they will introduce nuclear energy to Australia. The details of the plan are unclear and yet to be released. The Coalition's plan includes a small modular reactor in Port Augusta. It's still unclear how much waste would be produced each year, and Australia does not have a national storage facility. Mr Dutton has been rightly criticised for his claims that only a Coke can worth of waste would be generated under his plan, given that the waste generated by the untested technology is unclear. According to estimates from Emeritus Professor Ian Lowe of Griffith University's School of Environment and Science, for a 400 megawatt small modular reactor, you'd expect that to produce about 6 tonnes of waste a year. It could be more or less, depending on the actual technology, but certainly multiple tonnes a year. My question to the Minister for Primary Industries and Regional Development, therefore, is which regions will be required to store nuclear waste, and what is the potential impact on those regions? And has the Dutton opposition bothered to reach out to the Malinauskas government regarding their plans to store nuclear waste in our state's regions?
Minister for Primary Industries and Regional Development.
Thank you, Mr President, and I thank the honourable member for his question. It's certainly the case that the amount of detail that has been provided by the federal opposition has been extremely limited. I think that the number of questions that have arisen around their proposal, and I use that term very loosely, very loosely indeed. Their thought bubble, perhaps some might suggest, would be a more appropriate term. The detail has been extremely scant.
I'd like to be able to hear the Minister.
Thank you. The detail has been extremely scant. I think what we do know is that on the 19th of June last year, the Federal Liberal National Coalition announced that if elected to government, it would establish a nuclear power industry. But it was a policy announcement which, as I've already mentioned, fell extraordinarily short of any detail, including any indication of cost. However, there are some reputable estimates of what the Coalition's thought bubble might cost in monetary terms. On the 9th of December last year, the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organisation, CSIRO, published its draft 23-24 Gen Cost report for consultation. According to my advice, it again found that integrated renewables provide the lowest cost range of new build electricity technology, and the CSIRO found that a new large-scale nuclear plant built now, that was of course in 2024, would require a capital cost of $8,655 per kilowatt of capacity. In contrast, a large-scale solar farm would cost $1,463. Onshore wind, $3,223. That is nuclear. That is nuclear would cost many times as much to build as some of the alternatives. The CSIRO report was a general overview of costs of various technologies. So we know that the costs would be extremely high. For South Australia, nuclear, I'm advised, would increase household bills between $384 and $1,160 a year. That's just the increase, according to the IEEFA. We can look at some real-life examples, Mr President. We can look at some real-life examples.
Minister, you must be about to conclude your remarks so we can...
I'm happy to leave it there.
Order. Okay.